Hey everyone, this is XxliamthedevilxX here, and welcome back to Overwatch 2 Beta. So this is just going to be a short stream telling you all the players' showcase and how they work. Eli's here too.
Hello there, people. I have not been on YouTube for a while.
Yeah, I know, he hasn't been on my streams in like ages at this point. Anyway,
I know.
so we're going to go through all the characters and two new characters that are on here. We're also going to go through all the old other characters that got changed, like in terms of buffs, in terms of nerfs, in terms of everything. So,
Yeah.
hopefully this doesn't take long. So, first up, we're going to go to the tanks. First one up is D.Va. Now, it's a bit laggy right now. D.Va's health has been increased.
It is lag.
Yeah. D.Va's health has increased a little bit, and her damage output has increased as well. Which she didn't need, honestly.
She was already a tank anyway.
She does good damage mid-range now, and her ult charges up much quicker if you get like headshots. Her shield duration has lasted a little bit longer. The rockets are still the same. Now, we're gonna get ready for the self-destruct, so let's see how it changes.
Wow, just pouring rain.
Alright. I think the blast radius of the ultimate has been buffed. Her charge is 2 seconds still the same, and her damage output and headshot increased dramatically. And her body damage has also increased. So damage from like I don't know how long, like on range, headshot wise, is still good. So it gets them down to like at least halfway. And then you get to kill them from there. Next up is Doomfist. Now Doomfist went from being an attacker to a tank very quickly. His L1 goes a little bit longer. Gives him a little bit of extra health depending on how much people hit. His primary is still the same, except it reloads much quicker. We're gonna head over here because we have a new ability, which is his R1 attack. Get over there without lagging. Anyway.
Which is a negatory.
So his primary, now his gauntlet, he can deflect any incoming projectiles. However, you will still take damage.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Let me double check. Let's put him back down to 450. Yeah, you will. You'll take at least 1 damage per time. And, other than that, that's pretty much it for him. His ultimate's still the same. No changes, no buffs, no nerfs. Still the same. Insta-kills one person if you land straight on them. Splash damage all across the field. That's pretty much it for him. Now we move on to one of the new characters, the Junker Queen. Now,
my throne is
Junker
where
Queen,
I say it is. At
first glance, she doesn't look that good because of her striking shotgun. But when her abilities come into play and her melee attack, that's where it changes it up a bit. So the shotgun does basic damage. That's actually really good.
On headshot damage.
Headshot damage, really good. Puts the training ball all the way close down, so you'll need to hit him twice. And I have Roadhog here as my little test subject because he has 700 health. So let's see how long it takes to kill him with headshots. 1, 2, 3, 5 headshots to kill a Roadhog, which is
Decent.
it's alright. We're going to switch it up. We're going to get a low helper, which is Tracer. And we're going to see how much damage with headshot wise.
Softy.
It is the kill. So it does take time to get her precision right. Let's put him back. Let's put back Roadhog.
Ragnar physics.
And her L1 is basically like a little like chant, pretty much. Speaking to others, your health and movement speed, and also to other players for a few seconds. Not that much, really. When you melee someone with her knife, it will deal damage over time.
Over time.
Like so. Just for a few seconds. So like, look. See? You can see their health is going down.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Now,
What about her ult?
her ultimate, okay. I'm going to put this into perspective. She'll charge straight forward towards enemies, leaving them with damage over time and no healing. So,
Ooh.
watch this. You can see clearly they're taking damage over time. And also, you see the kill feed now. It'll show you a little X saying that you got killed by a headshot. So now that's changed. So if you see the kill feed, even though it's laggy as hell, you see a little X, which means it's a little headshot kill.
Interesting.
For our R1, you just bring someone an axe that will deal damage over time, just for at least 5 seconds. And then our primary, and then our L2 makes her throw her knife, brings them closer to you to get that little shotgun damage you want.
Beautiful.
Like so. It's not bad. So next up, Orisa. Now Orisa, even though it's laggy as hell, Orisa has changed a shit ton. Her primary now overheats.
Wow.
It now overheats. Her little L1 reduces damage and gives you for like 25 extra health. Just for now, until something goes. Her R1 is deflection. So let me just get these guys to shoot. Deflect, no damage needed. And javelin throw. Stuns them for a second, and then you can just shoot them.
Javelin throw.
Yeah, she can throw javelin now. They got rid of her shield. She got rid of her shield, and also got rid of her force grabs a little bit. The force spear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you also take damage from pretty much like overheal, you can see down there, it'll show a little yellow indicator. For the blue, it will show a blue indicator, and normal damage is red. So,
well, that's helpful.
Done.
You did not scare me.
That's her ult. You can set it off right away if you wanted to, just in case you're really low on health, or if you're really sneaky enough, you'll be able to get the thing at full power.
Very interesting.
Reinhardt's health has increased a little bit to 625, and his shield has been nerfed with his health being 1200. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. His hammer damage, not bad. Charge, still the same. And for his R1, he doesn't get one, but two of these. So he gets two of the R1 instead of one, which is OP. And his ultimate still is kind of the same. Like so, you can get two of these now, Eli. Kind of
yeah.
Fun. And now, Earth Shatter's still the same, not really that much different, but it does come down much faster than it used to be.
Yeah.
And for his charge, you no longer have to use the right joystick to control it. Instead, you will use your left, which is, yeah.
Confusing.
Now, Roadhog's health has increased to 700, which is, I don't know why you needed it. He's already at 600 health. His hook the primary has been buffed again, so...
Oh, wow.
So, from long range, the long range has been buffed a little bit. Yep. And my controller has died again. And my controller's froze, so give me 1 quick minute.
Yeah, it's still laggy since it just came out.
And we're back. Okay. Jesus Christ. Sometimes this controller goes on and off, so if it does freeze for a second and if I can't move it, I will have to turn it off and turn it back on. Anyway, his hook, way more accurate than it used to be. You could drain their health very easily.
Was that necessary?
So I can increase, like, you get my ult, yeah.
I meant, like,
now,
the Roadhog is so powerful now.
Oh yeah, primary doesn't go automatically. You can fire any time now, instead of, like,
Oh, wow.
So his ultimate, you don't have to. It doesn't fire right away like it automatically did before. And Eli's gone. So I'll explain. So his ultimate now, if you just hold R2, that's it. I'll show it again just in case for anyone who missed it. I will just play it.
Double kill.
And Eli's gone, so rip in the chat for Eli. So let me show you. So when you do his ult, you can now press R2 to automatic fire, and then you can move around and get everyone else, which is actually pretty neat. I actually find this pretty smooth, because honestly, I think he needed it. Alright, Sigma. Sigma, I don't know if he's changed that much, other than his primary being the same as ever. But there's a better knockback now. Better knockback. His health is somewhat increased.
Barrier initialized. Inevitable, as always. What is it? What is it?
I think they nerfed his cooldown time with his ability. And I think his slam has been nerfed. But the good news is about his thing is that Tracer can no longer warp. Genji's thing, all the people that can dash will no longer be affected in his little thing. So Winston also got a new weapon. Got a new primary, which is not even that good, honestly. Winston's still the same. His health's been increased from 500 to 550, and will now have armor. So now has armor health. I love the lag in this game, huh? Kind of annoying. Anyway. So, his damage, still the same. Primary kind of stinky still. We'll wait till we get his ult.
Would you like to donate your body to science?
The damage of the new thing is not even that good. As shown, his primary is still not good. Normal range, health increases from 1,000 to 1,050, and damage is not even that great again. Same thing.
Gravity is so unkind.
Alright, Wrecking Ball. Now, Wrecking Ball, I don't know what they did with him, but I think his damage is still the same. His health has increased from 500 to 700, and his little shield thing increases his health 150 or 50 to 200. Just for a few seconds, and I think it stays longer. So, 900 health and like no time flat. As for everything else, his little slam attack, still the same. I mean, I think the damage output has changed, but if it has, then it's a good change. And I think his grappling hook has been nerfed, so you're gonna have to take a little bit of time before you do anything. Everything is still the same. And everything else, yeah. Zarya. Now Zarya has been buffed. For damage, it's not great at the start. But as you can see at the bottom, he now has 2 shields. She'll give 1 to you and 1 to me. So let me show you. As you can see, the damage report will increase each time, which still does. But her little thing will go down much, much quicker. So you might want to use your shield very carefully if you really want to. Anyway. Kind of ridiculous, this flag.
Fire in place. Easy as cake. Do your worst. Gathering energy. Particle interdiction. Silence the turn.
So you gotta be very careful with her damage. Her damage can be really disgustingly good if you use it right. But for everything else, you need to be very precise and you gotta be right on time, otherwise Zarya will pretty much useless.
Огонь по готовности.
And now her ultimate does not last as long. Her ultimate does not last long. I think it's only 3 or 5 seconds instead of 7. So it's not that long of a ult anymore, which is disappointing for a lot of people who love Zarya. Okay, so now we move on to the attackers. Now these guys, they had a lot of changes, so let's get straight into it. Ashe has, I don't know if she changed a lot, but her health is still the same. Her damage output's still fine. Bob, I think, has been buffed. I'm not really so sure. Let's just test her out. Headshot damage has somewhat. Headshot damage has increased. Our fire rate has increased a lot.
Double kill.
So our fire rate has increased, and our reach, and I think her reload has increased. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about this, but from what I've been seeing, is that her primary has been buffed. I'm not sure. Now for her drainage does not last long, but her hip fire has been nerfed, so it's not really as powerful. It's not really as powerful as it used to be.
Bob, do something.
Now Bob's fire rate and damage I think has increased, so
Triple kill. They don't call me an outlaw for nothing.
I think he also lasts a lot longer.
Always count on you.
The fire rate's increased,
Know
of
your
course,
place.
but her hip fire has really been reduced, so you gotta be really timing with Ashe. So, anyway, Bastion. Now, Bastion has gone over why did he change it. One, his primary damage has increased, but his ammo has been nerfed from 35 to 25. As seen here, he can kill a Roadhog very quickly. Now, here's the thing. He has a little bounce bomb, which I think is really interesting. He has a little sticky bomb, which I don't know how it really works, but
Double kill. Double, triple kill.
Bastion's little configure thing now has infinite ammo and will move just for a short period of time. Now, his ult. His ultimate now shoots aerial strikes from above, which will do massive damage if caught hitting. And his little sticky bomb damage is not really that high. It puts him turning bots down to half health, which is not bad for a little bomb. However, I think the one thing I would change though is movement speed. Bastion moves way slower in the second game than the first game. Cassidy, they got rid of his stun grenade. His primary is still the same, but I think they increased his headshot damage a little bit. You can really take out a tank if you needed to. I love the new style he has, the classic. He now has a, not a concussion, but I would more like so, it's not a flashbang anymore. It is more so.
It's Hanu.
Still the same, but I think personally it depends on lower the health. The lower the health, the better. But I think McCree overall is a decent player. You can stuck people with these little grenades that he has.
I love a good brawl.
He's grenade. So overall, not bad. Not bad player. As you can see here, magnetic grenade. For a short-range grenade that homes in on nearby enemies, deals additional damage if it sticks to them. So yeah, Echo. Now in terms of Echo, she's still the same, and she still has good damage.
A success. Double kill. Advancing up. Focusing fire. Ashes to ashes.
Her abilities are still the same.
How's that for combat effectiveness?
But I think her thing has increased.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Roadhog. Thank you for testing the ledge for me. That's how it's done. I'm going whole hog. Double.
There you go.
Personality. Echo online.
Echo's still really decent in this game. Genji. Now Genji, I'm not really sure what they did with him, but I think they have really increased his damage. Deflection, I think, does not last long. His headshot damage is really increased a little bit, and his melee has also increased. So Genji overall does some decent damage. All on the board.
No holding back. I am repaired. The wind blows in my favor. Your reflexes are slow.
There we go.
Whoever holds your peace.
So I think it's also his little thing does not last long. Because remember that nerf he had in the first game. Hanzo. Now Hanzo, on the other hand, has really changed a little bit. Damage is still the same. Headshot damage has really worked out.
Can anyone match my skill?
But headshot damage will increase again as well, much quicker than it used to.
You have been judged.
So overall, he's still the same. Junkrat. Now Junkrat is still the same again. But this primary rate really increased a little bit. See ya. But his fire rate of the bombs are much slower. It's more of a lobber now. So if you have a look at the way he fires it. That's still the same, unfortunately. So he's not really that different to me. I think he's just a lot more, let's say, slower. Mei. Now, this is going to upset a lot of people. Mei's primary has been nerfed. Hold up. Excuse me. Mei's primary has been nerfed to the floor. So, not really that powerful anymore. Though she no longer freezes enemies. Instead, she slows them down, depending on how long it really takes. She can take out a tank with ease, though, if you really use it carefully. However, for health-wise, let's take some damage. Her health still's the same. Her ice walls, however, I think their health has been nerfed. So Mei technically got a full nerf. However, the only way you'll be able to freeze people now is with her ultimate. Her ultimate is still the same. However, the only way you can freeze them now is that if they're at the epicenter. It does freeze one of them at a time. Overall, Mei has been nerfed, and she no longer freezes people now. Instead, she's more so of a support to slow them down and give them an easy kill. Pharah. Now, Pharah, on the other hand, her damage output is the same. But I figure fire rate must have... There has no changes other than redesign. We're gonna get a ult real quick, so the ult really has changed.
Maximum impact. Justice reigns above.
No, I saw Justice reigns from just right there. Anyway, moving on. So the next character is Reaper. Now, Reaper, on the other hand, his damage output up close is not really too bad. It's still the same though, but I think his healing factor has been, I don't know if it's been nerfed or has been buffed. As for his teleportation, if I can lock onto something here. His teleportation is faster than it used to be, so his headshot damage has also somewhat increased. I mean, to be fair, headshot damage up close is really his primary, however, still stays the same. It's not really that too big of a difference now. He can really take out most of the tanks with this primary attack. But however, it does have one fatal flaw. That fatal flaw is that his healing ability has been nerfed. And the range of the Death Blossom has also been nerfed a little bit. And I don't think it's really that bad, but like, still, it does hurt. Now let's move on to one of the new characters, being Sojourn. Now, she's a really good character. She's very fascinating. She does a primary shot, and then you can press L2. Once you charge up, you can press L2 for a little laser attack, depending on how much energy there is coming from the railgun itself. She does have a slide ability, which cancels, and you can get a high jump in high places. And as for you can make you make a lot of combos with this thing. You can laser them, and speed them down, or you can really just bang them in the head. Now for her ultimate. Actually, before we get to her ultimate, let's move on to her R1. Her R1 summons a little black somewhat thing that will damage them over time if they're in it, making them slow down, and you have a higher chance of shooting them in the head. Now, for her ultimate, you get unlimited railgun energy for a short period of time, depending on how much you use. Overall, Sojourn is a good character in this game, and I actually think one of the most high-leveled auto-fired weapons in the whole entire game. However, her one change, I think, is her primary and her way of reacting. Soldier 76. Soldier, not really changed a lot. It's a faster fire rate and different sound effect. Not bad for a soldier. His charge is still the same. Rocket is still the same. And his healing ability is also the same. However, it has a nice little effect to it. Pretty good.
That one's confirmed. I've got you in my sights. Couldn't have.
Triple kill.
Overall, Soldier's still a good character. Still the same. Sombra. Now this is where we're gonna get a little bit hairy. Sombra has gotten a massive change to how her gimmick works. She can now hack. She can now hack while she's invisible, but this hack ability has been nerfed. The hack ability, instead of lasting the whole 5 seconds, it only lasts 1 second. But this hack alone can also reveal where they are.
Somebody call.
Let's say if you hack them, then you walk away. They will stay revealed for the 5 seconds instead of being actually hacked and not using their abilities for the whole duration. Instead, the hack nerf is for the ability for 1 or 2 seconds, and then once that's done, then for the next 5 or 7 seconds, she will where they are, and then come back to them the next time, and then also, that's pretty much it. But they have really changed how her hack works.
Translocator set.
Hacking pretty much, I know the hack in this game is annoying in Overwatch 1, and don't get me wrong, I agree. However, with this map that's nerfed with the hacking, it'll only tell them where they are and only hack their abilities for 1 or 2 seconds. So technically this is a buff, but at the same time it's also a nerf. The buff being you can hack while you're invisible, but you will be detected. And the nerf is the hack itself. The hack is now more of a reveal of where they are, and a reveal of which character they are, instead of hacking their abilities for 1 or 2 seconds.
Double. Always plan an exit. Gotta go.
There you go.
¿Extrañaste?
Overall, not bad. Not bad character. See, now, let's see, hack. Hold the hack. Hacked enemies cannot use abilities briefly and can be seen through walls. Hacked enemies packs spawn fast. Hacked health packs spawn faster, but can't be used by enemies. Taking damage interrupts the hack attempt. So, yeah, so basically, her hack is still the same. However, it's been changed a little bit. Symmetra. Now, Symmetra is still the same. I mean, 225 health and...
Double kill. Double kill.
And the thing about her buff is that
My teleporter is online.
her teleporter design looks way different. So you see clearly it looks pretty different, and the health of it has been nerfed. Now for her ult,
Know your place.
Double kill. Double kill.
she now fires crystal, but the crystals have still been nerfed, so it's no longer ore spear. It is a crystal. That charges much quicker. Actually, it doesn't charge quick. It only takes 10 health instead of 20. And that's pretty much it. Torbjorn. Isn't it? In fact, Torbjorn's little fire rate, his ammo decrease is interesting. His shotgun now takes 2 instead of 3. His turret, on the other hand, turrets are still the same.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Efficient.
Double kill. Triple kill.
I'm overloading.
Triple kill. Double kill.
Get out of here.
Overall, still good.
Triple kill.
And the Molten Core lasts us way longer on the floor. So yeah, Tracer. Now Tracer is still the same. Still the same Tracer we all know and love. But Recall has been nerfed, making the recharge time being 12 instead of 8. Or at least 8 or 10. Or yeah, at least 8 overall. Pulse Spawn, still fine.
Double kill.
Overall, still a good character. I mean, it's still really good. Tracer, other than that, not really changed. Widowmaker is the last attacker we are going to go over. Widowmaker, on the other hand, her health is back to 200, so good old G Overwatch days is back again. Her health is back to normal. That's good news. Different sound effects. Now her charge shots do get rid of more ammo. It gets rid of 5 health, 5 ammo instead of 1. So technically, the primary has been, her sniping ability has been nerfed. Instead of taking 3 bullets, take 5.
No one
Primary,
can
the
hide
visor.
from my sight.
You don't know how long that lasts, but I think it has been somewhat nerfed. Like even like a normal shot. And her hip fire has been decreased. So her hip fire is not as massive anymore as it used to be. So possibly no more quick scopes until further notice. But overall, alright. So that's it for the attackers. Now we move on, last but not least, to the supporters. Ana. Ana has gotten herself into the truck, where her hip fire has somewhat increased, but her fire rate, damage is still fine.
Dreams.
And it now tells you if you put them to sleep or not, depending on how hard you hit. Overall, Ana's still okay. Now, yeah, see, her fire, as soon as you fire the first one, the delay on it is so goddamn slow. So you might want to be very careful about your next position shot. You might want to be very, very careful.
I have you. Keep fighting.
see clearly Anna's fire rate is much slower.
The right
So you need to be very careful.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Her banana boost, I think, does not last. I think it lasts much longer. That's it. Batiste. Now Batiste,
Another day,
the same. I think his damage
until it doesn't.
his ammo, I think, is improved a little bit.
Disposed of.
Anyway. The immortality field.
Stay near the immortality field.
Immortality field, I think, is still the same. However, I don't think it doesn't last very long as it used to. So it doesn't last long. It only lasts about 5 seconds instead of at least 8. So it's, and the recharge of it has also been nerfed from 10 to at least 15.
Stay down. Regen up. Let them up. Prescribing indefinite rest.
Overall, still good. Overall, Peace is still okay. Still a good character. Next up, Brigitte. Now Brigitte, on the other hand, her shield, her damage doesn't hit multiple enemies sometimes. Just give it a few seconds to register. Now regenerates her health. It now regenerates much faster if you put on multiple charges at once instead of just a normal.
You look like you needed a break. I'll be waiting if you want to try again.
Her little L1, I think, has a buff with a recharge. Or
try something different next time. Rally to me!
They gain health over time, as you can see. Just for a few seconds. And I think her fire rate is much quicker.
Sometimes I still surprise myself.
Still kind of the same, but not really. So it's not really that much, but yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Anyway, Lucio. Lucio, I'm not really so sure what they did with him. His damage output must have seen a massive increase, somewhat.
Whoa, hands off! Amp up this beat! How's that for sound therapy? This shit goes so hard!
But I think his charge of his ult has been increased a little bit.
Crank up the game! Whoa! This bass hits hard!
Also, that icon of his, I'm not really a huge fan.
Oh, let's break it! Damn!
Like, I would use Lucio. Don't get me wrong, Lucio's still okay. But I think his oh my god, his little group is much
This is
quicker.
my favorite part!
And it's not really that bad, but you can work with it. Next up is Mercy. Now, Mercy.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Damage output, I think, for a pistol has been nerfed just a little bit. And her healing stream, you can tell which one it is now. So,
I'm Dinah Zeitler. I can fix that. Enhancing your strength. Now this is brain surgery.
Mercy's voice change. Mercy's voice in this game is not great, but overall, it's alright.
Not to worry, I'll patch you up.
Heroes never die.
overall, Mercy's still the same. I mean, it's not really that bad. Moira, I think you've already seen me play her in the previous streams. Still the same as ever. They're all stayed the same as well. So, Moira's still the same. Zenyatta.
Amid discord, we will find tranquility.
Double
Now, you have found peace. Your anguish consumes you.
Now it tells you on the bottom who's in the Order of Harmony or the Order of Discord. Overall, his headshot damage has really increased. I think they really increased all the players' headshot damage by a shit ton because the headshot damages do way more.
Experience nothingness.
There you go. Overall, that's it from the showcase, and I think that's it for all the characters. Oh yeah, his health is increased from 200 to 225, so his health has really increased a little bit. Overall, that's it for me. That is it for this little stream here. I hope you all enjoyed it. So now you get to have an overview, or my overview of how each character works now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to see more Overwatch 2 beta, let me know in the comments below. And also, if you want to see more of this, let me know. So, yeah, this is XxliamthedevilxX signing off for now. Bye-bye, and see you all out there.